Head coach Marc Mitchell in his first year at Indiana State. Coach, thanks for being with us on the preview show.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it, Debbie.
Okay, listen, we're anxious to find out a lot about you. We want to know about you, your style, your family. This is the Valley, and this is like a big family because it's so competitive, but the fans are awesome, and they love high-level competitive basketball. Tell us a little bit about you.
I'm just a regular guy who from New Jersey, inner city kid who grew up in the inner city and grew up with some toughness and some hardships and had to fight through adversity and everything that I've done throughout my life. I'm in love with the game of basketball. It's a passion for me. And I love working with young people. I was a school teacher in education prior to full-time coaching. So this is a perfect marriage for me, working with young people and teaching the game that I love.
I love your journey. You mentioned the grind, some adversity, some toughness growing up, but the journey inside the game has elevated you from high school to D3 to D2, and now you're once again at D1. Tell us a little bit about that through basketball, through your basketball lens.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a journey. I think one day I'm going to write a book. I just love the game of basketball. I used to coach recreation basketball as a school teacher. Got into middle school coaching by complete accident. The high school coach, Coach Firestone, called me one day and said, from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Elizabeth High School, he says, I need somebody to coach my middle school team. And I thought it was the boys team, but it was the girls team. So I fell in love with coaching girls. They listen more fundamentals.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's been a great journey going from middle school to high school, becoming a head coach in high school at Elizabeth High School after Coach Firestone retired. It was a great experience for me. I built great relationships with the people in the city of Elizabeth, New Jersey. And then from there, I went on to coach Division III as an assistant. I was fortunate to get a job at NJCU for one season, and then I went to Division II, Caldwell University. It was Caldwell College at the time. It's Caldwell University now, as an assistant coach under Linda Semino, who's the head coach at Dartmouth now. And that was the best professional decision I've made, going from NJCU to going to Caldwell to work under Linda. Learned a lot from her to be a professional here and at this level. And then I got FDU Florham after that. Division III school, really had no tradition. And we changed that program and won a national championship. Actually, this is our 10-year anniversary, and we're actually going into the Hall of Fame this year for winning the national championship. So that I'm really proud of those young women who are married and mothers now and all of that stuff. So really happy about that. But then I was fortunate to get St. Peter's University, and St. Peter's was kind of dormant for about 2 decades. We went in there, put our nose down and went to work, and got us to a conference championship. And we got our heads handed to us against Marist that year. But we were preseason picked 9th, and we finished 3rd. And this was during COVID. And we didn't even have a home gym. So the journey has been tremendous. Hats off to those young women that played for us at St. Peter's in the MAC conference. And now I'm here at Indiana State. I coached at UIndy 2 seasons, had some wonderful women there. And now I'm at Indiana State and looking to really turn this program to get some national attention to Indiana State on the women's side.
So you know what it takes because you've built winning programs and culture and tradition. You also were D3 Coach of the Year that year. You won the championship. This is a program that the last 3 years has won 11 games and less before that. And so you knew it was going to be another challenge, but you're familiar with that. Why do you like these challenges so much?
I embrace it. It's if you know me, my background, my upbringing, this is who I am. Uh, uh, Everything against you, naysayers, you can't get it done. Oh no, you can't. Uh, uh, it's too hard. Okay, I'm built like that. Like this is where I come from. So uh, it's in my DNA to look at adversity and go right through it. And I accept all challenges. I actually thrive when I'm told you can't.
Isn't that interesting? Because a lot of people are motivated by different things. It could be money, it could be relationship, it could be adoration and praise. But those that truly embrace that grind and understand what it's going to take, what it's going to take to win in this league. Tell us about your style of play and what will be different about Indiana State basketball this year.
Well, I just want to start off by saying this league is it is
It's no joke.
It's tremendous. It's a tremendous league. I mean, the coaching that's in this league is top-notch coaching in this league. I mean, and the players here are so skilled and high basketball IQ. So it's going to be a challenge for us, but I live for that. I want that. Our style of play is going to be hard nosed, tough nosed. It's going to be 94 feet. We're going to be in your jersey. We're going to be very physical at every position. We're going to make things very, very uncomfortable. We're not here to make friends. We're here to win some games. So we're going to be very, very competitive. Every single play, every single second of the game. If we're up 20, we're going to play a certain way, the same way if we're down 20. So please expect that. So that's going to be an expectation for us, just to play super, super intense.
I mean, I'm getting my heart going a little bit because I'm thinking about how much depth you're going to have. I read where you said we're going to be physical, we're going to use our fouls, and that could be intimidating for some people. And what you're saying is get ready, because if you don't have all your pressure package in when you get ready to play us, then you're going to be at a deficit. So you got to have everything in that you need to be able to get the ball over midcourt and to be able to run your stuff. And in a 30-second shot clock, I see that being your advantage.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna. It's not gonna be comfortable for anyone at any moment. Everything's going to be difficult. I don't know what our wins and losses are going to be at the end of the season. I have no clue of that. But I just know that it's not going to be, from what I understand, what it used to be, where, hey, we're playing Indiana State. It's going to be, we're playing Indiana State. So it's going to be, we just want to make things extremely uncomfortable for our opponents, whether they beat our heads in by 20 or vice versa. We're going to be very, very physical, very, very intense, very, very intentional in everything that we do.
Tell us a little bit about your family. I know you're a girl dad. You've got 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. Break it down for us a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I'm a certain type of person on the court.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like Mr. Intense and intimidating and things like that. But off the court, I'm just a soft kind of guy. Like, I take care of my wife, my family, my kids. I'm a pushover, especially to my daughters. So it's kind of funny that I'm coaching women's basketball, but I do love my family immensely. They're super important to me, very, top importance to me. But everything I do is for them and their benefit.
If I was one of your players, I'd be finding out from your daughters where's the soft spot, man, because I don't see it.
Well, some of my, like, the players, they see it. They know, like, as soon as practice is over, they come into the office and we're joking. They crack jokes on my bald head and all of that stuff. It's fine. I'm just like I tell everybody, even recruits and their families, I tell them, listen, I'm just a regular guy who loves basketball, and I love young people. So I just keep it real and be authentic, and we have a great time.
Well, I can't think of any better combination or any way to end this right there, Coach. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck this season. We look forward to following your success at Indiana State, and we wish you well.
Thank you so much,
Welcome
Debbie.
to the Missouri Valley Preview Show. Savannah White is a 6'2" post player for Indiana State, a returning player on the team, and we're glad to see you, Savannah. Thanks for being with us.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So, new coach, new style. Give us a little breakdown. How's it going?
I think it's going really well. First coming to practices in the summer, I think that the pace was set pretty early, and we've kind of just been going along with it since. The expectations are really high. We have really high expectations for the season. So I think it's going really good. Yeah, we're all excited.
Everything I've read so far about the preseason has been about defense and running. It sounds to me like you guys are going to be pressing and running, and a fun style to watch for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely the plan. We have a lot of really quick guards and some new transfers, and we think that we can really push the pace, especially on defense.
So for those that are watching the preview show, everybody knows about Drake, and they know about UNI, and they know about Belmont, other teams at the top. You guys have been in the middle to the bottom part of the league. Tell us a little bit about what we will see this year that will give people some excitement about watching your team.
I think the biggest thing for us is just starting the season strong. I think we have a lot to prove in non-conference, that when it comes time for conference play, that we kind of set the tone already. Yeah, other than that, I don't think that we have any super high expectations for where we should be, but we just have a point to prove that we can compete with other teams.
So I know Coach Mitchell is all about toughness, and there are certain drills that happen in practice that probably have to do with toughness. When he says we're getting ready to do X, you guys go, oh, what is that?
I don't know. I think we're all pretty excited to be in practice. So It's kind of like we just hustle to our plays and then we get it done. So yeah, I think we're all pretty excited to be there, especially because right now we're not into our specific practice times. We have very limited time for practice. So we're all excited when it comes to the drills.
Yeah, because I know as a player, I hated the defensive drills and I couldn't stand the one-on-one drills. And then every day you're doing shell drill and you're like, oh, I got to do the same thing over and over. But there's a purpose behind it, right? And as an upperclassman and a veteran player on this team, why do you think it's so important to have so much repetition in what you do?
Well, we learned about this yesterday, actually. I think it's just about remembering everything. I think when we do it multiple times, we walk through the steps and then go fast paced. It's like we're putting in our brains to where it's like we do it second hand, like second nature. It's not something that we have to think about. So I think it's important that we continue to do that, but also just that we're engaged and we're not, as you said, hanging our heads about it, just being excited to be there and being focused. Yeah.
So, Savannah, what have you worked on in the offseason? We know you're a good shot blocker, a defender. We know you run the floor hard. What are some of the offensive things that you put some time in this summer?
Well, I'm also recovering off of surgery. So I've been cleared for maybe about the past month and a half. So since then, I've been working on my shot a lot. I've been working on boxing out, putting the ball back, a lot of ball handling, and then also just running and getting conditioned and working on defensive principles as well, just because my body's hasn't been doing it since March. So just focusing on the fundamentals right now. And then once I get fully cleared, which should be coming up these next couple of weeks, we'll be back into full pace stuff.
So when you guys get ready to lace them up and roll the ball out and get ready to play, what are a couple of standards or things that Coach Mitchell has really been pounding into you guys that are going to be every day you're going to show up and do these things?
Communicate, encourage each other. There's a lot of things. It kind of just secondhand to me. Hustle everywhere we go. There's no walking anywhere. I think those are the biggest ones. Just communicating and being engaged and focused and encouraging each other. Those are big things for us.
One of the things that Coach Mitchell keeps saying and that I've read is that you guys are going to be a lot of fun to watch. What is going to be fun about watching your team as a fan? I'm sitting in the stands. I got my popcorn. I'm ready for the game. And what will I see?
I think just the intensity. We all come from different levels of basketball. And I think this summer we've really been working on building our team chemistry. So I think that when it comes to the season and we just have fun and when plays break down and we have to just figure out what to do, I think that we're going to make some really exciting plays. So I think it'll be fun to see our chemistry this year.
When you say team building, everybody has a lot of different activities that they do to try to, gel and mesh. And, on the court, that's important, but off the court, it's important too. What are some of the things that you guys have done from a team chemistry standpoint?
Well, we went to a Fever game. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We stayed in a little skybox and we got some food and we watched the game. So that was pretty exciting. We get to see Kaylin Clark break her little assist record. So yeah, it was exciting. It was exciting for us to watch. And we were all really engaged because you can tell everybody on the team just really loves the sport. So it was exciting to go and just like actually pay attention to the game and not just be there just for the fun of it. So
yeah, when you're in that environment, it's certainly special. It's loud and it's engaged. And that's what we want around the women's game, right? We've played in too many empty gyms through the course of the decades of all of our different experiences. Right. I'm looking forward to watching you, Savannah. I know you're going to have a great year. I know Coach Mitchell is going to get the most out of you. Best wishes this season.
Thank you. Thank you.
Indiana State has some speed and quickness in the backcourt, and you're getting ready to meet somebody named Semie Brar, who at 5'4" is one of the smaller guards, but plays with a big game. How you doing, Semie?
I'm good. How are you? Happy to be here.
Hey, so good to see you and your big smile. And I know this preview show is about trying to learn something about you and your team. So let's start with you. Teach us a little bit about your background, where you've come from, and why you've landed at Indiana State this year.
Off the rip, just starting out, when I first went to college, I started at the D3 level. I went to Wittenberg University. I played there for a season. We ended up winning the championship ring for our conference. So I do have a ring. Then I went back home and I went to JUCO. So I went the JUCO route. So D3, then JUCO. Then I played a year there. My coach was able to get me out. Then I ended up going to Wagner. That's up in New York. That's a D1 school. And then now I'm here at Indiana State. So it's not always how you start, it's how you finish.
Amen to that. That is exactly it. And that's sort of the landscape of college basketball now, giving players freedom to move and to try different places or to find the right fit. What is the right fit about Indiana State for you?
When I was looking to transfer, I just wanted a team community and like to have a more understanding relationship with my teammates, with my coaches, with my coaching staff and all of that. So I'm really big up on relationships. So that probably set it up at the top for me.
Well, that would make any parent happy to know that their kid was going to be in a good spot with good people. And I know you got good people around you with really good resource at Indiana State to be successful. What is it about Coach Mitchell and his style of play that was also enticing for you?